got nothing to say, yeah, I'm just loving the way you're looking over here. Come over here and tell me your name. I could tell by the sound, yeah, when you open your mouth. I hear my new favorite melody, hey. We should both run away. Why did we ever stay in the first place? I can't shake the feeling when you face away from me, babe. I would wait a lifetime if you say stay with me, babe. I can't shake the feeling when you face away from me, babe. I would wait a lifetime if you say stay with me, babe.
Hi, welcome everybody, all thine listeners, ye anti-cultists, to the Honestly Not Even Worried podcast, episode number 14.
3, 2, 1, let go.
You know, the temperature, things are cooling off out there. The temperature's falling. So are the leaves from the trees in parallel with the degrees.
Hopes and dreams.
And the hopes and dreams. And, you know, the thing is, and I'm going to start off with some fucking truth right here, dude.
Let me just say this.
You know, Mother Nature and human nature are one and the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when the grass and the leaves, they feel the weight of the world, so do we.
Fuck.
The leaves, you know, they're falling from the trees, they're joining the grass on the ground, literally craving a sense of ground.
It's quite cool.
And, you know, what is that? What's left when the leaves leave the trees? You know, vulnerability mostly. I think skeletons just craving connection. And as we head into the winter, you know, I think we're all craving a little bit of human connection. Am I right, boys?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that a fair assessment? We're all craving human connection?
Definitely.
Every season of the year.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah!
2, 1,
And we're craving it, dude. You know, we've been dancing around all summer. Fucking round and round like musical chairs, but we know the music's going to stop any minute now, and then we're going to be scrambling for our seat, and some people, they get left out. They say it's cuffing season, right? We've all heard that before.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking cuffing season. Some people finding new love, maybe perhaps abandoning old love.
Why are you looking at me when you said that?
I don't know. I was just kind of looking around. Somehow,
I'm not abandoning love. I love it all.
But here at Honestly Not Even Worried, man, you don't need to feel excluded. This is not an exclusive place. This is an inclusive place. We love everybody. Okay? We are discovering new ways to live because we realize down to the microfibers of our beings, we are connected with every proton, atom, quark, and particle in our known and unknown multiverse.
The moons of Jupiter go around Jupiter?
Can I get a hell yeah, fellas?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Woo! We're here to purge our souls of filth. We're here to cleanse our minds of the ego. And we're here to wash our bodies with St. Ives apricot scrub from the nucleus outward. And you know, we're discovering a new way to live, dude. It's like a human garden. We're watering each other to be able to be strong enough to water us back. And, you know, some people might look at us and say, you guys are weird, but we know we're on the right side of history. Isn't that right, boys?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
My friend tried to get me to join a pyramid scheme. Ooh, my cat just sneezed.
Was that the friend?
Yeah. He's like, check it out.
Buy my catnip.
My friend, you know,
He said,
he was like, guys, there's this crazy way to make money, and it's not a pyramid scheme. It kind of sounds like it, but you got to get on this Telegram app because I got to send you the video secretly. And, you know, all you do, it's basically like a money circle, and you all pitch in. You'll pitch in $100, and by the third week, you'll get a $500 payment.
okay.
You know, and then you kind of reinvest that, and you get your core 8 to recruit another core 8, and then you'll get, this will lead to, in 3 weeks, $64,000.
Oh my God.
All right.
And he's like, it's not a pyramid scheme because,
Scam.
It's not a pyramid scheme because there's no company, there's no entity, there's no product involved.
Correct.
I was like, dude, that's how pyramid schemes started.
Don't forget.
Was no product. The multi-level marketing companies, the monads that people have been writing about and shit, they created business and like packages of products to work around the legality of it and be quote unquote not a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Well, it's not a pyramid scheme. It's a diamond scheme.
Really?
All the schematics that you showed me are just diamonds. Like it's basically just more people involved than you would on a pyramid scheme, basically.
Yeah.
Go full screen on that.
Oh yeah, they're definitely like diamond. It's definitely like a symmetrical circular. They call them flowers. The ones that are kind of new in vogue. A susu. Don't know much about them.
Susu.
Click on that.
Yeah, susu. That susu's frou-frou, boy.
Mm-hmm. Who knew?
But we are here. I'm your host, Nilo G. I'm here with permanent special guest Blake Boots.
Hello.
And this episode is featuring Kirk.
Womp womp, what it do?
Want what it do, baby. Hiya.
Yippee-ki-yo.
You know, but we're not here to talk about old 90s songs.
No.
We're here to talk about cults and multi-level marketing schemes and why, we discussed in episode 5, A Human's Touch, that what are the modern day cults? We think they're pyramid schemes. And today we're happy to report that is in fact true.
And I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Good. That's good.
There is...
Spooky action at a distance.
So there's this thing called NXIVM, right?
Right.
But,
And this guy, Keith Raniere, founded it. He was sort of this like pretend smart guy. They said he was like super high IQ, and he ran this multi-level marketing company where they sold like self-help products, right?
Yeah.
correct.
It was like
Not even products. I think it was just like
seminars,
ideas.
and like it was like self-help. It was called executive success programs,
Mhm.
All right.
and they would recruit people, and a lot of the money to be made was more in the recruitment than the product itself. And that's kind of the key marker of the multi-level marketing. Like, you have your product that you sell to people, like you're a retailer and shit, but that is pennies in comparison to getting people to join and get that like first package. But as the pyramid scheme reaches a certain number of members, it starts to become impossible to recruit more. The outsides fall apart. Nobody's making money on the outside, but the person in the middle is making a killing.
Boku.
Yeah, Boku. And I've been recording in a fucking loop this whole time, which is fucking crazy. And we'll see how that pans out.
Are you gonna just keep recording in the loop?
I think I'll just keep recording in a loop. That should work theoretically, right?
Well, it'll all be separated by separate tracks, and you'll have to like touch
Just
them
choose
over.
the first one.
So it might be better to get it out of the loop now, because
Okay.
then you're gonna have like 45 things you have to connect. You know what I mean?
All right.
So just do C. Just click C. Just click C, and it'll stop the loop.
Oh, I see.
Quick keys.
Hell yeah.
Fuck, boys. I don't know. We started off strong and now...
It's all good. Okay, so you were talking about Keith Raniere.
Yeah, Keith Raniere.
Croth Renar.
Queef Latifah Raniere.
Queef Latifah.
And he sorry, it isn't about Queef. This is about Keith.
Yeah.
Fast forward 300 years.
I think you and I kind of agree on this. Things don't really become a cult until you start to get really weird and perverted, right?
Yeah, it's the perversions and the sex stuff that really gets. It's every single time. That's
Every
kind
single
of
time
where
it's like you're like, oh, this actually kind of sounds pretty fun. Like, this seems fairly harmless, and then it's like they were branding Keith's initials into women's vaginas, and you're like, oh.
Well, the video that we watched about it, you start watching it and you're like, yeah, this is very like self-help, like, do your best, like make checklists, like try your hardest, like if you're tired, but it does get a little weird there. It's like, if you're tired, that's just your fear talking.
Right. Similar to the Buddha field and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. If you're tired, it's just your fear. You have limiting beliefs about yourself that what would your life be like if you didn't believe that, you know?
Yeah. So you only need 2 hours of sleep and the rest of the time you're working.
Yeah. And I'm like, damn, yeah, grind, yo. You know?
No.
But yeah, so when things start to get a little, Illuminaughty, that's when things start to become a cult. And
Oh yeah.
that's why we're definitely not a cult. This is an anti-cult, and I've said it many times. We are a leaderless. We have no leaders. It's a leaderless fellowship. It's
Fellowship.
It's a structureless organization.
There are zero walls.
It's good that you guys finally took a stand against cults.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people are brave enough to say that.
People were asking about that for a long time.
I know.
It
What's
was
your
really
stance on
unclear at the
cults?
start.
They're like, why don't you just say something about it? Tell us where you stand. It's better than being silent.
Use your platform.
Use your platform. And I would like to say now that we are vehemently anti-cult.
Definitely.
That being said, if you go to patreon.com/honestly not even worried, there's a lot of really cool benefits for the first tier of patrons that we have there. It's only $5 a month. And if you bring a friend, you'll get a sign-on bonus as well. We'll discuss that in private, though I can't really discuss those here. But
There's some great stuff on the Patreon.
Yeah,
that you guys have been sending out. Just spraying.
Yeah. Just random shit. And then there's Patreon exclusive merch. Shout out to our patrons. Once again, I forgot to print out the list, but they will be scrolling here on the graphic. Shout out to the King of Graphics again. Follow us on Patreon.
Yeah, we're gonna be burping a lot. These Topo Chicos always get me going.
I forgot to print out this little agenda here.
It's all right.
But, it's all right. The raffle. Shout out to @Megan Lee. You've won the raffle.
Ew,
I hope you're enjoying your shirt. You guys, the participation was absolutely massive. Thank you so much for that. We're going to be doing more. By the time you're hearing this, we might have already done another one. But let's just get right into it, dude. How long have we been doing this now?
It's about 17 minutes.
230 years.
13 minutes.
Oh yeah, I forgot we had a little intro with some Hey Jude.
Big shout out to the Beatles.
How are you guys feeling, dude?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty solid as well.
I'm good with that.
Kirk is a DJ. Would you call yourself a... he doesn't like to be called DJ. He's an artist.
Yeah,
Producer.
Producer. He is an enigma.
Oh, thank you.
Very talented being.
Very talented. You can find him on Instagram @Kirk.61.
Is there any significance to the 61, Kirk?
Yeah.
Can you explain it?
It's my lucky number, but I don't like to tell people why.
Oh, okay.
Wow, okay.
We can bleep the number.
Once again, the enigma thing.
The enigma. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's shrouded in mystery. And also candy.
Oh,
yeah.
We got a lot of sugar. Blake, do you want any Tic Tacs?
No, I'm good.
And I'm
bud.
good.
Let's pop them in those Skittles. What do we got there?
These ones?
Yeah.
Are those unreleased as well?
I think so, yeah. These
Wow.
haven't made it to market
I
yet.
feel like I haven't seen that kind of packaging on there.
What are they?
Smoothies?
Oh, wow. I heard those were in development.
3, 2, 1, let go. Woo!
Thank you.
Those look very Easter-like. I'm good, bud. Thank you.
And I'm good with that.
Take the sugar, Blake.
Do what?
Now you got to talk.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. So Kirk is in town. We've been making some really good tunes, or finishing a tune that we've been working on since the tornado hit, because you were here last time. You were the 2 times ago when the tornado hit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you're always in town when a crazy event happens.
Oh, yeah.
Donald Trump got the coronavirus
Yeah.
when you arrived.
It just follows me everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, that would
Trump
happen.
has corona.
He got corona. Crazy. Well, not that crazy. He's not very safe, so.
Trump has corona.
Yeah. But yeah, and then you just brought all the goodies, dude.
Hell yeah.
That unreleased Skittle gummies.
I appreciate you guys having me to Nashville and on the pod.
Of course, man.
I love the pod. Long-time fan. Huge fan. Love what you guys are doing.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's very appreciated.
I love what you're doing.
Thanks, man.
We wanted to do a shirt collab this summer, but things just didn't pan out, so we're going to have to do that next summer.
Yeah, I think everyone's summers kind of got fucked up.
Yeah. So many trips to be had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has definitely been a fucked up summer. Yeah, but...
Yeah, it's no longer not hot girl summer. It's fucked up summer. That's it.
No one made a song about that.
Yeah, summer's over now. We're in thick boy thoughtum, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to all my thickies out there, man.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah, gang. My thick Ricks and my thick Vickies.
Thick Vickies.
Shout out.
Thicky
baby.
Vickies.
My thicky Vickies.
Yes. Yes.
We love it.
What's your favorite part about fall, Nilo?
My favorite part about-
Thick Boy Thoughtum.
My favorite part about Thick Boy Thoughtum is the drop in temperature.
Mm-hmm.
I am not an outdoorsman. I'm an indoorsman through and through. And when it gets to this temperature, I actually feel okay with, getting out there, having people come hang out in the backyard. I like a good, pumpkin flavored delicacy.
Mm-hmm. It's hard. It
PFD.
is hard to find pumpkin flavored things when it's not fall,
I know.
which is dumb because it's delicious year round. Is that because the pumpkin is specific to fall because it not grow in any other weather?
I think I don't know. Yeah, is it pumpkin trees can't grow in the fall, in the summer?
I don't think they can. I feel like they grow. They must grow in the fall. They must need the cooler temperature.
I've never seen a pumpkin tree in any other season.
They grow on trees.
I think it's a plant. But a tree's a plant. What
That'd
is
be
that
terrifying.
called? Oh man, there's gonna be so many. I'm so dumb. I don't know what it's called.
It'd be like the coconut tree of the Midwest.
It's a bush.
Yeah,
is it a
pumpkins.
bush?
It's
Is it a pumpkin bush?
It's a
pumpkin
vine.
bush? A vine?
A vine? I think it might be a vine.
I think that's the most accurate.
Pumpkin vine.
I was kind of saying pumpkin tree as a joke because it's funny to think about. Just giant pumpkins falling from trees.
Yeah.
It's the coconut of the Midwest.
It
There's
kills like 3 people.
Actually, pumpkins kill more people than airplanes do here.
Yeah. It's a fact.
Wait, is that real?
No.
Oh, God.
What?
What?
You got me with the tree. You got
No
him
way.
with the death.
It's the seeds. One of every 1,000 pumpkin seeds is poison nightshade.
Mhm. I remember that Rugrats episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the one that Chucky died on.
The one where Chucky died.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Cynthia came to life.
Cynthia. Kirk,
Yeah.
what is your favorite part about fall? Thick Boy Thoughtum.
I think I'm kind of with Nilo. I think this season, it getting cooler is very refreshing. You get to try on the, when it's really warm out, you just start missing like wearing sweaters and
Yeah, you get to wear pants.
So
you
many
know?
so many better outfits.
A lot of better
possibilities.
get some fits off. I don't know. I always end up like craving a bonfire, but that's like kind of regrettable because then you just smell bad after it.
Yeah.
I know I've already had one bonfire.
Big flex.
Yeah, huge flex. I'm sorry that I'm just tapped into the bonfire scene. So I get invited pretty often, pretty quickly.
Did you take a shower when you came home after that? Because I didn't smell any bonfire on you.
No.
Wow. How did you avoid that smell?
Was there a bonfire?
Were you lying?
Are these conversations supposed to have a theme or a purpose?
Honestly, notevenworried.com. If you could go on our Patreon, you can check it out. The bonfire content is there.
Okay.
No. I probably put on different clothes, dude.
Yeah, but I feel like it's on my skin.
I came back the next day.
That's true. You slept it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's get into this, man.
Yeah.
At Shine Nico says, would you rather be a cult leader or a cult follower? And the polls for the first time ever were split down the middle, 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa! Leader and follower.
Yeah.
A lot of people were like, oh, I want to be a follower. What do you guys think?
Kirk?
Off the top, I'd have to say cult leader. It seems like there's a lot more benefits to it.
Yeah.
I mean, you get,
It's illegal. Right. So
I don't know, probably a lot more like money.
You get more money.
You get everyone's money. You get everyone's wives.
You get everyone's wives, that's for sure.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure like being a cult follower though, that'd be pretty chill.
Here's the thing. If you're a cult, a lot of the cults, if you're a dude in the cult, it's not so bad.
Really?
Follower, it seems like unless you're in, you have to drink the Kool-Aid and you kill yourself. But
let me just say this.
In the Nexium, it seemed like all the women were being given the runaround, and the dude who was like in the documentary, Mark, like his role was kind of just to be like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he's just filming shit.
Yeah, he's just filming and documenting and being like, I can't believe I didn't see it either. Don't worry.
Yeah.
And like his best friend would be like, and I wouldn't even be in this if it wasn't for you, Mark. And Mark would be like, I know. It's so crazy you feel that way.
So sorry.
I know. You and me both are actually going through this. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
he was like one of the fucking top tier like pimps in that fucking cult, Mark.
Yeah.
Mark, I see you, dude. Come be on the pod.
I think the thing that really, everybody's always saying, forge your own path. Be a leader, not a follower. But in this case, it's just a lot easier to be a follower.
That's what
It depends on what the the cult is, if it's kind of like not Ramdas, but what's the cult with the one in Seattle or whatever, the one with the God, I forget. They made a documentary about it on Netflix.
Did we watch it? No.
I don't know if we watched it. I can't remember the name of it right now. But that one was more like meditative. It was definitely kind of cult-like. The Rajneeshi.
The Rajneeshi, yeah.
Rajneeshi.
Wild Country.
Wild Country. Yeah, I think if it was something like that, it'd be more fun to be a follower. And like you said,
Yeah. Or like, when Buddha Fields first started, it was kind of fine.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's just so much work to have to like put up this facade all the time. And I'd rather just give all,
It seems exciting though, being in a cult.
Yeah,
definitely. That sense of, again, that you crave that connection. And so you have you just feel this sense of purpose when you're in the cult, and I'm sure that's really cool. Like a lot of these people who are in NXIVM were like, I really did accomplish more than I ever did, and like broke through what I thought my limitations were about myself.
Well, that one of the parts that's really intense to watch is when they're talking to them about feeling and feeling emotion, and they kind of almost put them under like a spell in a way where they're like, okay, I want you to feel the worst fear you've ever felt in your life. Feel the fear, feel the fear, feel the fear. Now snap out of it. The happiest moment you've ever felt in your life. Feel you're so happy, you're happy. Just now you're feeling pain, you're in pain. Like just controlling those emotions, and that's what it seems like they were all about. But
why did they do that?
I think just to show you that you're fully in control of your emotions, which you're not technically,
I read this on Keith Raniere that he was he believed in like neuro-linguistic programming. Like he would like link, this belief that like your language and your neural shit are like linked or something. But anyway, he had a girlfriend and she was like, man, my boyfriend has these really weird grandiose ideas. So she went to her friend named Nancy, who was like a licensed hypnotherapist, and she was like, I can help you with something. And she was like, yeah, you can help me with my boyfriend. He's just kind of like a little bit unhinged. And then like she went to go talk to Keith, the hypnotist, Nancy, and like she came out of the room like eyes were just glazed, and like went to Keith's girlfriend at the time, was like, you just don't understand him.
Oh no, she got her.
Yeah, he fucking got her.
Damn.
And then, once that relationship fell apart, Keith and Nancy were the ones that started NXIVM.
Yep.
So he teamed up, what happens when you team up a fucking megalomaniac with a hypnotherapist? The thing was, they forced everybody, it was required in the cult for you to call him Vanguard, like avant-garde, like pioneer, like kind of pushing he called it like a philosophical movement. So he was the vanguard, and she was the prefect, which is like the top student, like the headmaster, school teacher's favorite, kind of like it lays down the law in the organization. So it's a real power couple.
Yeah, it made it really confusing for me when I was looking for like a Roth IRA option, because my mom's financial dude was like, check out Vanguard, and Keith Raniere just kept showing up. I was like, damn, I don't understand what's going on here.
And they had a lot of like high profile people sort of around it. They said like Richard Branson took the classes. The heiress to the Seagram's liquor fortune was a big key player in it, and she would like recruit people and also like run the sex trafficking ring that eventually came out about it. And she just a couple days ago got charged with a bunch of stuff.
81 months in prison, I think she's got.
Wow.
And I was surprised because Allison Mack, she only got charged with racketeering. They must have like dropped her charges down to just
That's crazy.
Because she was definitely doing a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah. Why do you think actors and actresses are always attracted to cults?
I think they got a lot of downtime.
Yeah.
They're just fucking lazy, dude.
They're not lazy, but like, they do these shoots and then
they got shit to do. Yeah, they're in the trailers. Like, what the fuck? What's my life?
So she just researches that and is like,
yes,
all right,
but you're not in any leading roles. You're showing up to set for like, an hour of work, and then you're just farting around like.
And then somebody comes.
What?
I haven't heard somebody say farting around in a really long time.
And then just start fucking farting around, and then
great.
I think I got that from Jenny. But and then it makes sense that like somebody comes through and is like, hey, I'm one of the smartest people on the planet. Come with me on this new exciting thing. I think as an actor, you're probably really open to that kind of shit.
Yeah.
You're like, ooh, it sounds like a party.
And it
sounds like hanging out with all like my thespian buddies. Because, dude, why is it always in these cult documentaries, they always cut to a montage of everybody like reading scripts and doing like a group singing.
yeah.
And they're always like, hey, ahola! Hey,
Totally.
And they're always like doing a group chant that like powers that. It's like, yeah, that's definitely like the fucking theater geeks have taken over and like they want the power now, you know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's got that kind of creative facet to it that people like.
Same thing with fucking old boy from Biosphere 2. Spaceship Earth.
Yeah, that guy was cool.
Yeah. He was chill.
Well, that's the one thing. That was not a cult because there was no sex stuff.
That was not a cult because he never like, right?
Yeah, I don't think he
didn't get weird with it.
There was no turn. I was waiting for that turn to happen in that documentary, and it never happened, which is really warming.
But like,
I love that.
A cult's not defined by like the sex stuff. It's just like the through line. For, like, so many cults.
That's HNEW's definition of a cult.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't do weird sex stuff.
Yeah, don't listen to us.
Because otherwise, it's like what are the definitions for a cult?
Right. And that's just when you get caught is once the sex stuff comes in.
Yeah.
What is a cult, really?
As I was reading up on that Keith guy, it just kind of seemed like he's just playing his own version of The Bachelor.
A system of religious yeah, he's just vetting his options, that's all, dude.
He's just got the harem of like 15 to 20 chicks.
Yeah, 300 single females looking for love and direction.
I choose them all.
Yeah. Okay, I'll pick them all. That's not the game.
Yeah, what a way to do it.
Yeah, he's such a fuck. We got to put that picture up that I found of him.
Such a good picture.
It's such a...
Looks like he's like the dodgeball team captain.
Yeah, showing way too much thigh in that picture.
Yeah, he so apparently part of it was like he started, the women's chapter of it was called the DOS or something like that. It was like Dominus Samada, some Latin shit that meant like slave women or something. And then one of the girls, I think it was, who was it that ran that?
Was it not Allison Mack?
It might have been Allison Mack. She's the one that got really fucked up, right?
She got really far into it. It makes it seem like it was her, but maybe it'll reveal someone else in the documentary that we're watching.
So they would bring somebody into their group and they would say, I have this thing that's absolutely life-changing and I really want to tell you about it, but it's a secret. So first you have to give me collateral. Oh. You have to, on record, tell me a bunch of things that if they got out would absolutely ruin your life. So they would find a woman and she would be just talk mad shit about her husband or her boyfriend and say horrible things about him and then talk about their families and then give them their passwords to their bank accounts and their routing numbers and shit like that. And so then they were in, they're like, good, now we know you're for real. And then they would start making them do all sorts of tasks and it was a system where if your master texted you a question mark, you had to respond within 1 minute with the capital letters RM, and it stood for Ready Master. And you had to have your phone on you at all times to respond to this thing, or else they'd start being your lack of response, your long response time is becoming a problem, and they'd really rope you into working harder and harder and harder, and then they'd be like, we need more collateral. And you'd be like, well, that's not really what I signed up for. This wasn't the deal. And they're like, yes, it is. Once you gave us the collateral, the first collateral, you agreed to be my fucking bitch for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And so give me more. And they're like, oh shit, what have I done?
And the one thing that was really, the other thing that's super weird is it gets very heavy into people's weight. So you have to you have to text them can I have 86 calories, master? Can I have 200 calories, master? Just constantly asking for food, and sometimes they would get denied it, and they'd be like, you're getting a little too, you're gaining a little too much weight, so no. It's fuck off.
Yeah, because a lot of them would be one of my goals is to lose weight, and they were always that's a really good place to start, and so they would just
That's why the FBI looked into them. It's because they're not body positive.
Yeah,
exactly, dude.
Yeah.
Federal Body Index.
I do feel like they made a big mistake by calling everyone slaves in it. Like if you're the FBI looking into a cult and everyone's referring to each other as slaves and masters, that's a huge red flag.
Yeah, it's a pretty big like.
They'd probably still be going fine right now.
Weird choice of lingo. Yeah.
Yeah, historically that doesn't work out or pan out for making people happy.
I think one of the first missteps was definitely the slave master terminology.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think another possible like thing that they could have sort of maybe tweaked a little bit was like the branding. Where they took a fire poker to like, you know, people's bodies.
Yeah.
I thought you meant
It's a little scary.
Maybe have
the actual branding's kind of good.
Maybe have an in-house tattoo person, you know, instead. I mean, you know, that might be a little far, but you know that.
Yeah, why the scarification on that level where the skin is boiled and fucking roasted?
Yeah, it's broasted. It's broasted bevy.
It's a roasted bevy. Dude.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. That would hurt so bad too, dude. Burning is so, oh God, it's crazy how much it hurts.
I remember the first time I saw a brand like on somebody's arm and it was like some frat fucking Greek symbol.
Oh, jeez.
And I was just like, the fuck is going on with that dude's arm? Why is there like a bubbly spot in the shape of something? Like,
Did it
is something
look
under there?
Did it look legit or was it kind of like shitty?
None of them ever look legit, do they?
It seems like they do it and then they like drift down a little bit. So it's like, oh, you fucked it up.
Yeah, well, because also like because you move. So it's like,
yeah, you're like, ugh.
There's no way you could just God, dude, that would hurt so bad.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Yeah. Fast forward 2 years, everyone's going to be getting HNEW brands.
Yeah, back tats.
Again, this is not a cult. This is not a multi-level marketing
Not
establishment. But, you know, it is nice to know that you guys have pledged your sort of allegiance to our mutual family here.
Totally.
To get on the pod, I had to tell you my deepest, darkest secrets.
Oh, we don't need to talk about that. No, we don't need to talk about that.
But we will, you know, this is the human
Yes,
garden.
master.
We're starting the human garden, and we're going to, look, we're tribal people, you know? Humans are tribal. Historically, they're used to tribes of 100, 200 people. And then you know, if we get those 100, 200 people to cultivate their own tribe of 100 to 200 people, I mean, we could get the whole globe to be as one, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's
I'm
a
in.
beautiful thing, dude. And then that's when we can start opening motel chapters in all the biggest cities in the world. The HNEW motel will absolutely pop off. And it's gonna be the human garden. That's what we call it.
Yeah. That's the name of the motel chain?
That's the HNEW motel.
Okay.
But sort of our overlaying concept of how we operate as a society is the human garden.
Okay, yeah.
We're very sensitive to everybody's different needs for water and sunlight and nutritious soil. And, you know, we just go around watering each other.
Am I wrong, or in the third season of American Horror Story, was there a human garden that was pretty gross?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I might be wrong there, but it sounds like an American Horror Story.
There's also
bodies.
There's also one of our glass box pod episodes, one of our burned episodes, where our air conditioner was out and we were recording shirtless, and we have a video of it where we talked about country clubs.
Yeah.
And how country clubs are sort of like kind of this bougie exclusive thing for, you know, people of wealth, you know, traditionally very Caucasian. And you get this vibe in there that's like, what a nice open field, but like, why do I have to be like a fucking cuck to get in here, you know?
Yeah.
And
Got to follow such specific rules.
we proposed this idea of starting the People's Golf.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I
like that episode.
It was like you know, like it's kind of like a mini golf place, but it's a full golf course, and it's very chill. You don't have to do a membership fee. You just come, you hang out, you do some rounds, you fucking get drunk or whatever you want to do, and it's just reclaiming the sport of golf for the people.
I dig it.
This is why people like us need to be very wealthy, because then we can just fund it and not charge people.
100%,
You know,
dude.
figure out ways to-
We got the People's Golf, we got the HNEW Motel, and we got the Human Gardens, and it's all gonna be a beautiful thing. Our own biospheres are gonna be popping.
We need to get some land.
We got to get some land, dude. If you guys are down to help us out, hit me up in the DMs. It's not paid yet, but you know it will be very lucrative for you in other ways.
Especially if you bring others in.
For sure.
Yeah.
Got to get in at the start.
Yeah. Here, let's see. At Wonelli.design says, what's a cult you would be happy to join? One of the responses here at NJ Maker says, just realizing now that HNEW may actually be a cult, and I'm here for it. No, as I've already said endlessly, not that.
But hypothetically, if it were a cult, I'm here for it.
That's cool.
We all are.
It's good to know.
That's good to know, but
It's not that, but
it's not
it's
that.
good to
It's
know.
not that.
What can I ask? What cult you'd be happy to join? Do you have one in mind? Do you either of you have a cult in mind that you would be happy to join?
Does it still have to be going?
No.
Waco?
Waco was
really?
Yeah. I can't remember exactly why or what they were up to. I just remember they just went out in a blaze of glory.
Yeah, they did go out in a blaze of glory. What did they say was the bad thing about Waco? What happened? What went down?
You had to pledge your wife to him, David. I think his name is David.
Classic cult move.
And he would hook up with, basically, I think we may have talked about this before, but
the Branch Davidians, that's right.
Yeah, Branch Davidians. There was just that really funny clip in the show where he's like having sex with her, and he's like, wait, hold on. She's like, what's wrong? He's like, I started enjoying it. I gotta hold off. I gotta hold off for a little bit here. It's not right to enjoy it.
Because he said like, what they have to practice. What was the concept there?
I think he was trying to just get them pregnant, basically.
Oh, I see. They restrained themselves.
Yeah, they restrained themselves to do that. But yeah, so that, and then they were just trying to live off the grid and do their own thing, collect
guns,
a lot of guns.
They had hella guns, dude. They were fucking
I forgot you have a big fascination with guns, Kirk.
They're armed.
What?
Yeah.
I don't.
I forgot that you're a big gun guy.
That's not you. That's my other friend Dirk.
Oh shit,
that's my bad, dude. My bad.
Gotta deny that online. Just got super into guns.
That's actually pretty non-progressive of you to not be into guns, dude.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Get with the times.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
Foyd,
canceled.
baby. I got my Foyd card on the way, dude.
But overall,
I don't even know what Foyd stands for.
Yeah. Overall, I think I'd be happy to join any cult. It seems like a great way to make friends.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just get some lifelong buddies from that.
What's a cult you'd be happy to join? The one that lets me in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about that, dude?
Yeah, don't be stingy.
Why am I being presumptuous thinking I can get into just any cult willy-nilly?
And also, why haven't I been recruited for a cult yet?
Yeah.
Have you guys been recruited?
No, I'd be thrilled.
Not knowingly. No, not yet.
I haven't even been asked to join a fraternity, dude.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. I mean, that's like a cult in itself.
You were in a fraternity?
Yeah, back in the day.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did you have to pay fees?
Yeah.
How much were they, can I ask?
It was like $700 a year.
Damn.
What does that grant you? Is that just access
Friends.
to jobs at friends and like jobs?
Brotherhood.
Yeah, like connections, all that.
What was the pledging like?
Who's that friend?
It was pretty tame.
Can you walk us through a day of it?
Can't.
You can't?
No. What exactly happened to him?
All right.
My God, dude.
Jesus Christ.
All right. We got a real open book here today.
I got to
dude.
protect my mask.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, just blink once if he's right.
Okay. Did you have to did it involve drinking?
My eyes aren't glistening with the ghost of my past.
The pledging? Or is he blinking?
I don't
can't
think so.
tell. Oh,
No.
okay.
Oh, wow.
All right. This
I think they were careful because
that
that was right when Rolling Stone was starting to like crack down on all of them.
Oh, my God.
Everybody. Yeah. There were a lot of
Not really like the Wild West like it was back in like the 80s.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah. Can you imagine? They're just making you drink whole handles of vodka.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Not worth it. But
what about you? Cult you join?
well, I guess I don't know. Baba Ram Dass is not a cult. That's a spirituality.
Yeah.
From what I know, there's no sexual things going on there, which is great.
Yeah, let's go with some that have been like stamped as cult.
Man, which ones have I read about? It would have been really interesting to been a part of Jonestown,
the People's Temple.
the People's Temple. No, yeah, Jonestown. I've just read a lot about it, and it would have just been really interesting to have been on the ground floor and like see, because it's so fascinating to see how much they grow,
Right.
how much they kind of start from a little small church, and then all right, there's what was the top membership? Wasn't it in like the lower thousands?
I don't know. Does it say? Will it say?
Yeah, it probably will say membership.
Keep going.
Yeah. So it's just crazy. They just went to a new place to hang out. But honestly, if
3,000 to 5,000.
Jesus Christ,
Over 20,000 claimed, but not substantiated.
so that's purely from a I just want to know what happened there. I wouldn't want to be a part of it. I think the other one, the golden, what is it called?
Yeah, Golden Dawn.
Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. The Hermetic Order of Golden Dawn.
Hogged.
I like that. I mean, that one sounds cool. It is not the neo-Nazi Grecian
I want to get hogged.
group.
Hogged raw.
Hogged raw. That one was really fascinating. It seemed more.
I don't know anything about that one. So if you guys, did you read about that?
Dude, it was on the prompt.
I know it was on the prompt.
I did not read.
And I wanted to be able to fall back on you guys for that.
I read a little bit of it. It sounded like the three people in charge of it that started it were once Freemasons. They were inspired by Freemasonry. And they ended up leaving the Freemasons, and starting this. And it was kind of cool because women were allowed, and so it was a little progressive situation. Cool. So they basically just discussed. They discussed
metaphysics.
Well, so hermetism or something. It's like this deity, this like Greek deity that they like followed his teachings or something. Hermes and Tho something. Did a lot of research here, but it was fascinating because the dude who wrote Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was a part of it. So a lot of old British celebrities were involved with it.
Hermeticism.
Yeah, it went pretty
Hermes,
deep.
It is Hermes.
Hermes, yeah. So it went pretty deep. I don't know what they really did. I think they were just kind of into those teachings and were metaphysics, paranormal activities.
Where did it like come to some sort of? Is it still going? Kind of.
I think there was an internal revolt. I think there was like people splintered, and then I think there's some reconstruction. I guarantee it's still happening under like closed doors.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get, if you guys know any Hermes, then we'll have to get them on the pod.
Yeah, that'd be great to know. Cool design too.
Very cool design.
Nice colors.
Yeah, dude. You know, the People's Temple seemed kind of cool. It's another one of those things where it's like this new guy trying to bring this new philosophy, this progressive philosophy, and then he just goes crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like, we must sacrifice ourselves, drink this Flavor Aid. But I'm not going to lie, it kind of looked like Jim Jones in some of these photos.
I was just going to say, can you please be Jim Jones for Halloween? You just need to get some of those glasses that are a little tinted at the top.
Yeah, dude. Like, I could for sure do that.
Look at that.
You're just holding a gallon.
Goddamn superstar.
A gallon of Kool-Aid, making everyone drink.
Yeah, absolute celeb. Look at everybody just dying to touch him.
Kind of looks like Will Arnett.
That boy in the back.
Yeah.
The first cult rock star. Just absolute rock star presence.
I know.
Right there.
I mean, he was a fucking pimp.
Later had a career as a rapper.
Shitty Elvis.
Dipset, baby.
Dipset, yo. Where's that picture of him in like the cornfield? Yeah, look, that's me, dude.
That is definitely. You would have, dude. Those colors. I feel like you got a shirt like that. Yeah, that's great.
But so we actually had a poll about it. I swear to God, dude, we got to get a third party to like talk about that, to have always the polls and stuff pulled up. So I'm not like, I could just be like, let's do the polls. And then somebody, at NoClue89 says, would you rather be in Golden Dawn or the People's Temple? 75% said Golden Dawn, 25% said the People's Temple.
I feel like the People's Temple is just cooler. So I'm going to go with that.
Temple.
Yeah.
Golden Dawn is like, yeah, who even knew about that? I didn't know about that.
Your grandma, maybe.
It sounds like the internet doesn't even really know about it. Like reading about it, there's not like a section that's like beliefs. It's just, it's pretty, seems pretty cool. Not tapped in.
Yeah. If People's Temple were around today, it'd have like a Supreme collab and would have just like launched a Substack this summer.
They would have had like, some streetwear, like, fucking like Diplo shit going on.
Yeah. Oh my God, a mixtape.
Did you just fart?
No, that was the wire.
Oh, okay.
This chair always sounds like I'm farting. I'm not though. I'm not farting.
I told you how you did.
It's cool if you did, dude. It's just, you
just gotta admit it.
Yeah, we preach honesty in this anti-cult.
I can't do it. I can't fart on command.
Should we call somebody? I didn't really line up that many calls or anything, or any calls. Who could we FaceTime that'll answer?
Probably. I thought it was because Nick posted the
that
question.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, you could probably call Nick.
I want to get his thoughts. I'm guessing he's going to choose that he'd be a cult leader.
$10 says he quotes the Creed line from The Office.
What's okay?
What up, buddy?
Damn, that was a quick turnaround.
Your OTP, my guy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, welcome.
Hello.
What a time. How are you guys?
Pretty good, dude. How are you?
Dude.
I'm good. Just ran a bunch of errands today, getting ready for a little trip to Michigan to make some tunes and hang with Shuba.
Oh, nice.
Nice, man.
Shout out Shuba. Shout out Chiniko. So you posed this question, right? Oh, nice haircut, dude.
Oh, he baby.
Clean as always.
Looking good.
Question.
So you said, would you rather be a cult leader or a cult follower? And we wanted to know what your take is on that.
Honestly, the question was inspired by the bit from The Office from Creed.
Yeah. What does he say in that?
Well, he says something to the effect of like, I've spent many a times in cults, both as a follower and a leader.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun as a follower, but you make
Make
a lot
more money as a leader.
Hell yeah.
So which one would you do? Would you trying to make more money? Or you trying to kind of just be in the moment and have a time? Because we were talking about that and we were like, dude, it's so much work to be a cult leader. Like you think you're getting shit handed to you all the time, but you have to orchestrate the whole damn thing.
I was gonna,
but it's kind of exciting though.
I was gonna say I could make arguments for both, but to be honest with you, after I watched that like documentary called The Vow.
Yeah, so we were talking about that.
No shit. Okay, so it just seems like it probably is a lot of fun to be a follower.
Yeah.
Like there's like that whole sense of community, and you kind of have like your path laid out in front of you.
Yeah.
And
like a little structure you can work your way up. Try to get the sashes.
It probably is more fun, but for who I am as a person,
yeah, I think
I think
you and me both, buddy.
For sure.
I can't help it.
I mean, I could never succumb to being a follower of anything to the beat of my own drum.
Yeah,
that would be tough.
I think, there's a part of me that I feel like I'd be a follower in the cult, and then in the back of my mind being like, when can I start my own? You know?
Yeah, it's funny. Like, we've joked about it, man, but I've often wondered if I'm already in a cult that I just don't even know.
Right.
Especially working in music and like having a bunch of friends who are artists. I'm like, this does feel culty at times.
Yeah. Who's the leader? You know.
I mean, yours truly, dog. What you mean?
Damn. Yes, master.
Totally, dude. What did you and Blake say?
Me and Blake and Kirk is on the pod too.
What'd I do?
K-Deezy. Shout out.
We said we didn't answer yet.
Well, no, yeah, we did. I said I'd rather be a follower.
Oh, less work.
Because it's less work. it's just easier, dude. But I did say, everybody's always saying, follow the beat of your own drum or whatever, which I totally get that, but it's just, depends on what kind of cult it was. But if it was like Rajneeshi or something like that, it'd just be so much more fun to be a follower, just to goof off.
It sounds like you have as much fun being a Rajneeshi because you just had to have a bunch of like orgies, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what that was. Right?
Dicks out all the time.
That's pretty chill.
Feel that breeze.
Yeah, I like the ones where
the leader for sure.
Yeah, I mean, look at me, dude.
You've got the look now.
Kirk, what was yours?
Kind of either or. I mean, there's a lot more upside to being a cult leader.
For sure.
That's not an answer.
That's an answer. Financially,
Kirk's already been in a couple cults, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
we were like, "Oh, you were in a frat in college?" He was like, "Yeah." We were like, "What was the pledging like?" He was like, "I can't tell you guys."
Was it the Skull and Bones equivalent at DePaul?
You mean to say fraternity, dude? A lot of those frat guys get offended when you don't say fraternity.
I'm sorry, the Fraternal Order of Strong Brethren.
You don't have to worry about that new
Fraternal Order.
Kirk was also in another cult in college called the Audiophiles of DePaul.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah!
Wow, blast from the past on that.
Is that Facebook?
You were the leader of that. You were the leader of that, yeah.
I was the leader of that cult.
No shit.
There you go.
Just everyone with a cracked version of Ableton.
How many members did you get, Nick?
We got it like up to like 15 or 20 at one point.
Did you actually have like physical meetings?
Yeah, and we would do like the producer challenges, Blake, where like you would do 1 hour and all that.
Dude, that's sick.
That's where we started it, dude, like 10 years ago.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Kirk can attest to that.
That was a good time.
But damn, dude. Well, what do you think the next cult's going to be that we don't even see happening right now?
Dude, I think I was saying all the cults now they have to have multi-level marketing built in. Like there's got to be, it's like some sort of buy-in for some sort of product that you're going to try to sell the product, but all the money's going to be in the recruitment. Monat, all the ones I hear about. My friend just asked me to join one a couple weeks ago that had like literally no product involved. It was just actually classic pyramid scheme, but essentially like a new like organization of it that's like shrouded in a different sort of marketing. And he was essentially saying like, he thinks it's a pyramid scheme, but we're kind of the first ones in there, so we won't be the ones getting fucked over. I was like, all right, well, I don't want that on my conscience, dog.
Did he end up trying it out?
Yeah, he's involved in it right now.
Oh wow, okay.
He's like trying to fill up his board with people, like to get his quote unquote core 8. So they
you guys have heard about like Forex trading, right?
Forex trading, yeah, for sure.
I don't know about that one.
How is that a cult?
Forex. I've had so many people DM me on Instagram trying to get me to sign up for it. I'm like, they're like, look, if you just spend 30 minutes a day trading, you can make at least $8 a day. And I'm like, yeah, but how much have you invested in it? They're like $800.
Is that just like the Robinhood app, that type of stuff?
No.
No, this is like foreign exchange. This is like foreign exchange currency trading, and it's a total scam. It's definitely an MLM, and like Neil was saying, and it's completely.
It's kind of confusing to me because I feel like they talk.
People,
yeah, what is that shit? What
is this the one, Nick, that person DM'd you, and then their friend like followed up with you later and they blocked you because you were like just asking them about it?
Yeah, she had one of the higher like minions like follow up with me.
Weird.
So it's like literally I saw the structure in front of me. It was like she was like the beta, and then there was like the alpha, and then there was like the alpha, and they all worked for this dude who was making like 10 mil a year on it. But I bet you he's just like one of many, and there's some other like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, totally. That's so fucked, dude.
So you've been recruited for a cult. That's pretty exciting.
I'm
pretty envious.
I'm like, here's the best part, dude. Here's the best part. She didn't realize that I was like totally messing with her using the same strategy, but I was like, actually, while I've got you, I've got this exciting opportunity for you to get in on an investment. And I'm like, you just have to pay me like a $300 recruiting fee, and then I'll teach you the reins of the rest. And then she's like, that's not for me. I'm like, okay, so then you don't see what
the hypocrisy is incredible.
Okay,
well, damn, dude.
It's unreal, dude.
Yeah, I think we were talking about how, our whole thing here is not a cult, and we are very anti-cult,
That's what they all say.
If you have to say that.
Anyway, we're gonna move on to greener pastures here. If you go to patreon.com/honestly not even worried, you can sign up for some great benefits, and actually if you bring somebody on board, you get kind of a bonus. And all they have to do is just contribute another $5, and it goes from there. The more you recruit, actually, the better the benefits are for you. But we'll talk about that later. I actually can't talk about that here. But love you, man. Thanks for calling. Thanks for answering, at least.
Later, brother.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Wow, good info there.
Who do we call now?
We setting up a call with Yobu.
Let's try that.
See what she do. We could also call my brother.
Why?
I don't know.
He's got some stuff.
He'd have something interesting to say. Do you feel like having a baby is kind of being a cult?
What up?
Hello.
Hi. You want to be on the pod?
Sure.
Oh, hell yeah. What are we talking about? Would you rather be a cult leader or a cult follower?
I'm trying to think back to what I said, and I believe I said I'd rather be a a leader.
Uh-huh.
More
and when I
benefits
said
to
that, sorry, what?
it. Was there more benefits to it for you?
Yeah, I like to call the shots. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid, I'm serving the Kool-Aid, as so to say.
What are you putting in that Kool-Aid?
Well, it depends on how good things are going. If they're going pretty bad, it's not going to be a good Kool-Aid.
It's gonna be some stool softener.
Some cyanide.
It's going to be a Jim Jones Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Did they, in your opinion, Jenny, they killed everybody because they knew it was going down, right? Like that was the end of it.
Right, that's why. And I don't know much about it, but I know they had done a few test runs because they kind of knew it was going to get bad at some point. So they did a few test runs, saw if anyone would drink the Kool-Aid. They did.
Oh.
And then it was like, psych, that was just a test. There really wasn't any poison in it. So that was not the first time they drank
Oh yeah,
the
that's
Kool-Aid.
right. They did the little
What?
fast one on the hose at first.
I had no idea.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there was
That's
a
true.
podcast that we were listening to.
Nice.
Yes.
Damn. That's
What do you
tight.
say to that? What do you say to that, man?
Well, we were talking again about actually the first time we called you on the pod was episode 5, and we talked about multi-level marketing
Yes.
and how that is a modern day cult. And this Nexium thing is like a multi-level marketing thing. Have you had any experience recently with people asking you to join or organizations that are? The cat just went wild.
Sorry, my cat is nuts. No, but since the first episode, and I talked about my acquaintance who was a part of it, we did have a falling out over multi-level marketing.
You
Oh
called
my
her
God.
out on her shit, huh?
I did. It was during the times when all the protests were going on, and people were pretty silent about their own issues, and just kind of putting a lens on, the racial inequality, the police brutality. But she was still out there hustling on that
Damn.
the stuff. And I'm like,
What was it again? What was it that she was selling?
It works.
It works. What's
No, I can't remember. Is it like a package deal of
This made me think
things
of
that
WeWork.
work?
yeah, it's WeWork,
No,
but
just a
no,
cult
it's
that's
not like as seen on TV products at work.
oh yeah, like QVC
It's
shit.
like it's more the health stuff. Their big thing is like this wrap you put on your belly that's supposed to instantly lose a couple of pounds, and it's really just like a cosmetic, like it's face mask for your stomach.
But the whole idea, right, is that they want to get these products to sell, but the real money is in the recruits, getting new recruits.
Absolutely. You're not going to make money if you're just selling. You need to recruit the people.
And the money funnels its way up to you. So the products are just sort of a facade for the recruitment scheme.
This dude's doing some weird shit for sure, bro.
Yeah, so, I called her out. I was like, it's a little tasteless to, be hustling like that. And it was, on that, day of silence.
Yeah.
Which, we all know was kind of oh, you're cutting in and out.
Yeah.
Am I cutting in and out?
Yep. Keep going.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
It is important to hold your friends accountable, and I think it's good you did that.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Especially on the blackout day. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, don't hit me up with your fucking voodoo powder and your weird belly band. I don't want none of that.
Agreed. I do think a through line for cults is I only see hotties in them.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen an ugly person in a cult?
No, not really. It's at least the people who started are definitely always hot. Like Jim Jones was hot. Budafield guy was hot.
I disagree. The dude in what's the cult we did the discussion on humans? A human's touch.
Budafield.
No. There was that other one. The space one.
Oh.
Planet. Oh, fuck.
Spaceship Earth.
No, fuck. I'm sorry. I'm fucking this up. The dude with the bald head who.
Heaven's Gate.
Heaven's Gate.
That guy was fucking
That
weird.
guy is scary looking as fuck, dude. He is not cute.
Oh man, that's so true. Yeah, he was. We got to bring back Heaven's Gate.
We definitely
conversation
do.
to this.
That was
at some point.
That was a great one.
Their vibe is great.
Did we just lose Jenny?
Yeah, she said, sorry, my connection's really bad.
Goodbye, Gina.
That's at Jen
See
Pasto.
you, Gene.
And before that, we talked to at Shy Nico.
Yes.
What are we at now? All right, let's ring it in.
Yeah, I mean, I think Nick posed an interesting question. What is the next cult? What is the next thing that's going to happen? And I think unless you're really a part of one, it's hard to predict.
He's right. He's right to question himself into saying, like, am I in one already?
Yeah. I mean, you won't know until it's over, probably, because they're not going to identify it as one. And I would say, so Scientology is a cult, right? For sure.
Right. Yeah.
It
checks all the boxes.
Why hasn't an organization like that been taken down? How are they able to stay functioning, even though clearly they do a bunch of fucked up shit? How and it's been around for a while, right? Is it just because it's so big? Is that what? And it's just got so much money. Is that why it's able to stand the test of time and not fall apart? Unlike, Branch Davidians, which was just oh nope, it's done. Like, why did they escape the FBI for so long? Or they,
I think they're just too big to fail.
Yeah.
From the outside, it seems like.
I think it's probably maybe because are they an established religion?
I think so, yeah.
So do they get like government protection in some way?
I think they get tax breaks. I don't know if they have government protection though. It seems like the government is a little bit tapped in on them, but they won't do anything. But it's like clearly these people have come out of it and been like, yeah, they are holding people hostage essentially.
Yeah. They probably have a hella crazy like collateral system or something.
And there's got to be like probably senators in it. You think there's like secret senators in Scientology?
What, like senators
in our government that are
in Scientology?
Yeah, that like are low key like, let's not fuck with them. That's what I think about. Yeah. I think they must be involved. Then you got a whole like, damn, what if it spreads and it becomes like dripped into our political system?
Right.
It's scary as fuck, dude.
I mean, you gotta say like Scientology definitely like best lineup of just famous people
for sure
in a cult. You got Tom Cruise, you had Beck, a whole slew of others that I can't think of right now.
John Travolta.
Really?
Yeah, he's in it. Will Smith, I think a little, or he was. I don't know. I think that
Alison Brie. No.
Oh, Elizabeth Olsen. Elizabeth Moss. Elizabeth Moss.
What about, was Ellen in it?
No, she's got her own thing. Ellenism.
Ellen is a cult for like
Ellenology.
Grandmas.
Yeah, I was in that cult for a minute. I'd be in Ellen's cult. I was definitely in that cult in like middle school, high school. I would come home and watch Ellen. I would watch a little bit of Ellen before Everybody Loves Raymond came on.
She is captivating.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good vibe.
R.I.P. Ellen.
Man, she was such a good stand-up comic.
She was a powerhouse, dude.
Yeah,
great TV show though.
I think she's still a powerhouse. I'm pretty sure she's not going to get taken down.
What if
she was hot as fuck?
Hear me out. She gets taken down, pivots to cult leader. That'd work.
She probably could. I mean, she has enough followers at this point.
Yeah, I think that's what happens when like these comedians get like canceled, and then they start like an Patreon. I feel like that is the transition from like celebrity entertainer to cult leader, because you're like, come over here into my little corner. I think that's what Louis C.K. had going like for him from the get-go, because he started a website and he started selling all his specials and like stuff he produced on there. Like he would just sell his new special for $5 on the website and being like, look, if you're my fan, you're my fan. Subscribe to my email list. I'm only going to email you when I have a new thing to buy. Mm-hmm. And pretty much like as an insurance against like being publicly like dragged, you still get that, okay, if you're a ride or die for me, you're on my site, you know?
Yeah, and those people will still be there.
He probably made like $1 million off that last one he did.
For sure.
He probably didn't lose any core people.
That comedian Brian Callen does that now.
He's on Patreon?
He's on Patreon, does a podcast on Patreon.
Damn.
Everyone on Patreon is just doing well, doing good.
For sure.
Smart. So
yeah.
Okay, so you started a cult. It's going successful, but it's all coming down. How do you go out? Like FBI's at the doors. you're looking at like 80 years plus in prison. You don't want to die in prison.
Oh, okay, dude. I for sure have like is there like some sort of poison you can take where you just go quietly?
Yeah, there's like Kool-Aid with cyanide.
Cyanide seems painful.
They were hurting. The babies were crying.
Yeah, I don't
Everybody
know.
was like,
Yeah.
I thought this was supposed to be painless.
Yeah.
Is there something? I would maybe like have I'd have like a guillotine like set up in my in my place of operation, and when it came down to like the feds knocking down my door and we're getting swatted and all that, I would probably just like call up my core harem, like my first, like the 20 to 25 women that were like primary
20
characters,
to 20.
and maybe a couple of the tertiary ones.
You're out doing
but definitely
key
none of the
five.
quad. And then we would all have like our kind of a last hurrah, and then I'd say, I'm putting my head in this guillotine, somebody pull, and I just chop my head off.
It's really funny to imagine like waking up every day with like there's a guillotine in the corner of your room, and you're like, not today, I don't need to use it today, and there's just like this huge guillotine just sitting there,
and I pay a guy to fucking clean it every day.
Yeah, you gotta get you don't want that blade to rust.
Yeah, don't want the blade to rust, and you want to like lube up the WD-40 on the hinges and shit.
You like make him dress like Father Death.
Yeah.
To like clean the guillotine.
Yeah. He's like really buff and has like bondage chains across his chest, but he has just the death hood. Yeah.
That's a good way to go out.
I dig it.
Yeah.
Blake,
nice.
What about you?
I think that in my case, I'd be building some sort of craft that could fly into space. I'm assuming this is years down the line when technology has allowed people to build spaceships in their own home, and I would help get somebody to help me set up a spaceship situation, and I would probably try to fly it to Mars maybe. And if I die, I die. And if I don't, I make it to Mars and I die on Mars. I want to die in space.
That's cool. That's cool.
That's where I'm
like
headed.
cult things aside, just die in space.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be
so
beautiful to just see that.
Your last moments is just you taking in the size of the universe and feeling absolutely alone.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, hey, awesome. You come into the world alone, you leave it alone.
That's true.
Unless you're like Nilo and you bring 25 of your closest with you.
My closest harem, yeah.
Your harem. I guess they're not dying though. You're just dying. They're just partying with you, right? Yeah.
I like you got some macadamia to the esophagus.
Macadamia chunk.
I like the idea of NXIVM had these like. Well, first of all, how would you go?
Just like Blaze of Glory running out on the steps with like, I don't know, Uzi or some gun that shoots a lot.
Interesting.
Obsessed with fucking
guns.
Fucking
gun guy.
I want to be
it
clear.
It wasn't Dirk.
Not a gun guy. But yeah, I'm going to be looking like Jay-Z in the 99 Problems video. Just like 40 feds just unloading.
Dude. Yeah, but then if you're truly like that, you'll be back in like 2 years.
You look like a mind reader, sir? I don't know.
Yeah, we're blasting 99 Problem. We're live on Twitch.
Emptying rounds.
I'm on Instagram Live just like getting lit up. Yeah, that seems like a good way to go out.
I was doing 55 in a 50-foot.
Good song.
Such a good song. NXIVM had a cool system where they had sashes. As you moved up, you got like a different colored sash. We don't do that kind of sash shit. I feel like it would be kind of cool to like have different tiers of. I might expand the Patreon tiers to be like 4 different tiers. There's like the primary, right?
Right.
That's the inner circle. Here we're primary. And then there's secondary or auxiliary. And that's like kind of like the second layer of maybe you've been OTP, maybe you definitely contribute to the Patreon, you're very active in the polls. Then there's tertiary where like you listen to the pod, but you're sort of like an outside observer, right? Mm-hmm. And you're sort of just on the outskirts, but you're not really directly supporting in any way in terms of participation. You're just sort of a silent watcher. And then there's kind of like the quad squad, which is the final frontier of like sometimes you watch, you know about it, you follow, you know, and you got to work your way up to be up here with the primaries.
Yeah, they're kind of the cousins of the pod.
They're cousins of the pod, yeah. And we need you to be here with us. Again, there's no hierarchy and there's no like real delineation of like leaders and followers.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's a little bit kind of embarrassing to be a tertiary character when you could be a primary character.
Yeah, as Nexium would put it, you're just a slave.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would never put it that way.
Yeah, I would never put it that way.
Nexium would.
Yeah, it's
I want to be clear. Not my words.
I think
Nexium.
another way to go out though, like, is to surrender and then play the jail game, because you know a lot of the people like would try to still operate their cults from jail.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, cool, new challenge. I would definitely like create a system of like, how often do I have to write to my people to keep the things going? Can I get visits? Can I get, you know, what's it called? Conjugal visits.
Conjugal visit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This kind of sounds like QAnon Q drops.
It seems like they conjugal, is that basically like you can be alone with a person and have sex with them, which is so crazy.
Is that real?
Yeah, that's definitely a thing.
But is that just like available to everyone in jail?
I don't think so.
Like,
it seems like
tiers in jail.
It seems like if you're in solitary, you're not able to do that. Maybe conjugal visit. God, that just sounds sexual.
Conjugal.
Yeah. What's it say?
I'm gonna conjugate inside of you. Eligible visitors who may not themselves be prison inmates are spouse or common law partner of at least 6 months.
That's why a lot of people get married to like you know how like Charles Manson got married to that like 20-something-year-old.
Yeah.
Probably so he could have a conjugal visit.
Nice.
He nasty.
I like what we were talking about last night of like a tier of the Patreon where you just have full access to come onto the pod whenever you want.
Yeah. You can, if you pay like $500 a month, you are just a third host. Like you're another host of the podcast.
Yeah.
I
dig it.
That's cool. That's elite tier.
That's elite tier.
Definitely elite tier. Elite plus. What's elite plus? That's $1,000, right?
Yeah. You just get access to people's wives.
You get to film the whole thing too.
Yeah.
You get all the raw footage of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the glass box of whatever episodes you were talking about, the burner episodes.
Oh, the burner episodes. Yeah.
I like that burner episode.
I'd pay for that.
We'll get that out. We'll get that out there. It's definitely for the patrons, you know.
There's a lot of good ones. That last time we were in Nashville, that just ripped like a 5-hour podcast. With like,
that's a burner pod too. There's a 5-hour podcast where we were all tripping on LSD.
And it was just different crews of people just walking in.
Yeah.
You'd walk in every hour.
A pizza came in at one point.
Oh,
so
a lot
good.
of pizza.
A lot of origin stories were told.
Yes.
It was really nice.
Very heartfelt.
The ones on the bed too were really good.
Oh, those were good too.
Yeah.
That was a great set.
Wait, what do you mean?
Shout out Angel.
What do you mean on the? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was like, wait, weren't they both on the bed? But the bed, the scene,
the bed with Nilo and the camcorder.
We've got to get that footage. That was great footage.
But yeah, guys, you know, it's getting colder out there, so come snuggle in, come get warm, come fulfill your sense of comfort and grounding, you know. Come sit in our musical chairs, you know. We don't have to play Duck, Duck, Goose with everybody.
Mm-mm.
You know, people be out here finding new love, abandoning old love.
Stop looking at me.
You know,
Blake.
Oh my God.
like a game of Duck, Duck, Goose. They'll be like, Duck, Duck, Duck.
Goose.
You know, I choose you, Goosey Poo. And then you got to watch these two new lovebirds fucking do their thing. We don't do that here. We don't cuck y'all.
No.
We can all love on each other, dude. So come through. Join us for the winter. We got a lot of cool treats. I don't like that I said treats. But that being said, another great pod is in the books, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
That being said, I keep hitting the mic.
That being said, another great pod is in the books. Please go check us out on YouTube, on Patreon, on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram, on OnlyFans. We do have one. Check us out everywhere. Get involved in this universe, this world, because the lore runs deep, my guys, and you're going to want to get on this train now, okay?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Jump on it.
We didn't do a song.
Oh, shit. Colts.
I mean, we kind of did. You kind of could do like a rough version of the 99 Problems.
Oh yeah.
You just make a rough beat around it.
Want to sing about our cult? Okay, that being, let's just sing about it, and then if we can't think of anything, we'll just say bye, and then we'll cut that part.
Okay, that sounds good.
What kind of song should we do?
Well, the Butterfly, Crazy Town.
Oh, like a 90s type, like beat type thing.
Yeah. You go first, Blake.
Flying through the wilderness, looking through the sky, seeing lots of stars and things. Baby, let's get high. OTP, that's where I belong. Yeah, 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 yeah. OTP, that's where I belong. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm in a cult.
We brilliant.
They're at the door.
Okay.
This might be the end of it all.
It's over.
Yeah.
I'm still in the cult.
Yeah.
Where's my wife?
We got enough bitches. Stop acting like a hoe.
Pledge your wife to me and BOTP with me, Neil G, and Blake B. Pledge your wife to us. Pledge your wife to us. Pledge your wife to trust.
Give me your wife. Give us your wife.
Only your wife. We only want your wife. No husbands. None of that shit. What's the chorus? That sounds like in sync. Man, I'm tired of singing. Welcome to the cult. Welcome to HNEW. Welcome to the cult. Everybody sing with me.
H to the N to the EW. H to the N to the EW. H to the N to the EW.
And the music's all you got, baby. Come on, this must be cult.
Boom.
Cult. Cult.
Boom, boom, boom.
We go cult. Boom. Cult followers are cucks.
Cult followers are cucks.
Cult followers are cucks. Can you guys say bye?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thanks for having me.
Bye. You're welcome.
Goodbye.
I got nothing to say, yeah, I'm just loving the way you're looking over here. Come over here and tell me your name. I can tell by the sound, yeah, when you open your mouth. I hear my new favorite melody, hey. We should both run away. Why did we ever stay in the first place? I can't shake the feeling when you face away from me, babe. I would wait a lifetime if you say you stay with me.